Welcome to Slimefoot the Stowaway. As far as opening hand goes, yes, I love this hand a lot. Really good. We have a sack outlet, we have card draw, we have another way to get some more cheap saplings onto the battlefield, and we have another way to sink some really, really good mana into late game. It looks like our opponent will mulligan down to 4, so let's see if they're going to hold on this one or not. And then hopefully they have a good opening 4 with that one. That's always a little bit of a bummer when you have to mulligan down a commander, but let's see if they're going to stick this one out. All right, looks like they are. It's going to let them make the lane drop. We got Golgari versus Golgari. I always enjoy that. It's always pretty enjoyable. Getting the colors on, man. I don't know why. It just makes it seem a little bit extra special. Playing Slimefoot the Stowaway. Whenever sapling you control dies, Slimefoot deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Then for 4 mana, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Sorry, I had a hiccup. Want to restart? See if our opponent wants to restart or not. I'm definitely online for that. I'm okay with it. See if our opponent wants to restart or not. We'll go and offer that one up, and if not, then we'll roll with it. All right, see how it's going to play out. All right, best of luck. I'm going to get down Windswept Heath. We have nothing. Well, actually, we do. We have Carrion Feeder we can get down. Let's go and crack that Windswept Heath, and then get down. Yeah, best of luck. Let's see how it plays out. Let's go and get down Bayou, and we'll go and get down Carrion Feeder. That'll be a good sack outlet than anything else to our opponent. No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Playing against Nath of the Gilt-Leaf. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may have target opponent discard a card at random. Whenever opponent discards a card, you may create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. So we got Elves versus Saplings, which is, I don't know, sounds pretty traditional. I like that. A really good forest battle on this one. Opponent's going to get down Priest of Titania, and then we draw into Falcon Wrath Noble. Let's go and get down Swamp at this point. Yeah, because we'll be online for Phyrexian Arena. Anything else that we're going to go for? No, we're going to pass the turn to our opponent. Now, next turn, we will be able to make the land drop. We could go for Slimefoot to get that down, but I think at this point, we really want to make sure that we hit our land drops. This deck's really important in having a lot of mana, and so being able to get down something like Phyrexian Arena to keep that card draw going, and then really start working towards those Slimefoot activations for the late game really makes a huge difference for this deck. So instead of going for Slimefoot, we're probably end up going for Phyrexian Arena. And then outside of that, we got some good stuff in the hand. We got Vraska in the hand too, so we can start taking care of some of our opponent's stuff once they get on the battlefield. Our opponent does get down Elvish Champion, so they're going to have Forest Walk. So, and then we draw into Lightning Greaves. Let's go and go for 4. Yeah, let's go and get Phyrexian Arena going. I like that. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then anything else, we're going to pass the turn. But yeah, as far as this particular deck, it's not really that heavy on fungus creatures. I did originally run a few fungus creatures in here, but yeah, they're just slow. I mean, if you've got a meta that's a little slow, go for it. It's really fun. I love playing it, but it just makes for a pretty slow game sometimes. So I ended up just going for more of a using like instant sorceries to get those saplings on the battlefield, in addition to some sort of a lot of mana rocks to really start generating those 4 tokens of Slimefoot. So, I mean, it's fun to do spore fungus counter creatures, but it can be a little slow sometimes. So just giving y'all a heads up. Even in Atraxa, it's really slow in Atraxa. And then we draw into another Swamp. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get down Swamp. I'd like to get some sort of protection down for Slimefoot once we get that going. Phyrexian Arena, we could go for Growing Rites of Itlamok. We've already hit the land drop for the turn. Let's do this. Let's go and get down Lightning Greaves. And we'll go get down Swiftfoot Boots too. Yeah, we'll just kind of spend our turn doing that. Get that down. Then that puts us on line. If we hit the lane drop off Phyrexian Arena, we can throw Lightning Greaves onto Slimefoot. And then we'll be in a good spot. Because this is one of those decks. We are playing against green-black, so we have to watch out for some sort of spot removal. And you definitely want Slimefoot to stick on the battlefield. This is one of those decks where you want to run both Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Greaves. Just because there's some fun interactions in the deck. Let's say that we have Skull Clamp on the battlefield. Skull Clamp is good. You can draw a lot of cards on there, but you know, being able to have Slimefoot on the battlefield, equip for 1, deal 1 damage to your opponent, draw 2 cards. I mean, it makes a huge difference. And then we also have Keen Sense in here that whenever Slimefoot is dealt damage, or whenever Slimefoot deals damage, you get to draw a card off of that one. So that's something you definitely want to have protection for with Slimefoot, because it just makes a difference having it on the battlefield. Now, with something like Lightning Greaves, we get it on there. We can't put it on there, so that's why you also want to run Swiftfoot Boots. That way, you can at least shift it around or something to get that Keen Sense on there. But yeah, getting Keen Sense on Slimefoot and then having a sack outlet out there, just basically just turning those saplings into 3 card draw, which is always a lot of fun. All right, we're going to get that Phyrexian Arena. We're going to draw a card and lose a life. And we draw into Twilight Mire and then Dark Tutelage. Let's go and do this. Let's go and get down Twilight Mire. Opponent did leave that up. They're just looking at green mana at this point right now. Yeah, we're going to go for Slimefoot. Let's go and get that going. Let's go for Slimefoot. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. Let's go and get the Lightning Greaves onto Slimefoot. And then anything else, I think we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, we can go for, excuse me, we're actually 1 away from Scatter the Seed, so we can't go for that one. Let's see if they're going to do something in response to this. It's going to be 1, 2. Beast Within on Slimefoot. Yeah, that's going to get it. Nothing else we can do in response to that. I guess technically, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Scatter the Seeds is going to get it. All right. So we're going to get the Beast token onto the battlefield. Let's go and do this. Let's go and put the Lightning Greaves onto the Beast token. And we'll probably go and get the Swiftfoot Boots onto Carrion Feeder, just to kind of make sure we're using the most of out of our mana. All right. Let's go and go for Swiftfoot Boots on Carrion Feeder. That's going to be 1 mana. And you know, it really is important to have a sack outlet too, at least with this particular build. And we'll go and put the Lightning Greaves on that one. All right, anything else? We're going to pass turn to our opponent. Yeah, that's not the end of the world that our opponent did have spot removal, and the fact that they did have to use Beast Within, that makes a pretty big difference. We'll go and get Slimefoot popped up. That's a good thing about Slimefoot being a 3-mana commander is that you can simply just this turn tap out for 5, then rinse and repeat and kind of go from there. Now, one thing that would definitely be good with what we've got going on would be something like Essence Warden. If we can get that down, somehow we can draw into that one or search it up. We can get that onto the battlefield. We're going to be able to gain 1 life after each creature entering the battlefield from us or from our opponent. So that's something that'll allow us to kind of get out from underneath this, you know, they have Forest Walk swinging in at us and then kind of negating that Phyrexian Arena life loss that we're taking. Now, we do have Vraska, so one thing that we can do is go for Vraska the -3 on Elvish Champion to kind of get rid of that Forest Walk ability. That's something I'm actually really interested in going, so we may not end up going for Slimefoot next turn, because once we end up going for Vraska, taking care of Elvish Champion, sorry, I had like a weird hiccup or something. All right, opponent just go for the Blackblade equip onto Nath. But yeah, so once we take care of, if we go for the -3 with Vraska, it's going to get rid of that Forest Walk, and we actually do some pretty good damage with holding our opponents back with this Beast token sitting in at 3/3. All right, opponent's going to swing in. It's going to knock us down to 19, and there is a Crossing Grip on top of our library, so that'll probably be, more than likely, we're going to see that targeted towards Phyrexian Arena. Now, as far as Tendershoot Dryad, do we have the City's Blessing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll actually have it with that one. Let's go and get Forest down. Yeah, we're at 18, and that we get 1 more Forest Walk hit, especially with that Blackblade Reforge. That's gonna be pretty rough. Let's go and go for Vraska. That's gonna be 1, 2. Let's tap out for 1 more. Let's go and get her down. We're gonna go for the -3 ability. Now we are running. Yeah, we're gonna take care of Elvish Champion. That's what we're looking. Want to get rid of that Forest Walk. Yep, that's what we're going for. All right, and they have no mana up too, so we don't have to worry about any sort of regenerate shenanigans. Anything else, we're going to pass the turn. Now, we are running Doubling Season, not Doubling Season. Is that right? Doubling Season? Is that what I'm thinking of? I've been recording a lot of Magic at this point, and let me just double check, make sure I'm not, because there's sometimes where I'm talking about a card in my head, but the name that I give is not right. No, it's Doubling Season. I'm right, Doubling Season. So, with Doubling Season, if a token would enter the battlefield, it's going to, we whiff on Growing Rites of Itlamog. That's a little bit of a bummer, but not too bad. But yeah, with Doubling Season. So if we could put 1 or more tokens on the battlefield, it's going to put twice that many tokens on the battlefield. And if effect would place 1 or more counters on a permanent you control, it places twice that many counters. So with us running Doubling Season in here, it does give us a few more extra tokens to get down with Slimefoot. But at the same time, we're running a couple Planeswalkers in here to where if we do have the Doubling Season down, we can simply just cast Vraska, go for that -7, and get those 3 Assassin tokens on the battlefield. We are running a few extra cards in here that say make some copies of tokens that you have, so we're kind of drifting into Magic Christmas Land just a little bit with that, but it is in there, and it's something that you can go for. All right, opponent will be swinging in with Nath, and does Nath have no, Nath does not. Yeah, I'd like to leave Vraska on the battlefield, so we're going to go and chump block with this Beast token. I'd like to get at least 1 more turn to where at least we can get that +1 activation and then start destroying some creatures. And also, if we just simply just go for Tendershoot Dryad, that's another way for us to start getting these saplings onto the battlefield and kind of start going from there. But yeah, so we have stuff like Second Harvest that says put a copy of each token that you have. So, you know, if you, like I said, it's always nice to kind of go visit Magic Christmas Lane or at least think about it when you're building your deck. So if we do get to that -7 ability, get those 3 Assassins, and then getting 3 more Assassin tokens on the battlefield. Oh, that's some fun. All right, draw into Sapling Burst, and we draw into Forest. Let's go and get Forest down. Yeah, I think I like going for a Tendershoot Dryad. I think I like that. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get that down. We're going to shift the lightning greaves over onto it, and then that'll be some good protection for that. We do have the city's blessing at this point now, and so we can start getting those chump blockers, at least to kind of stop that black blade reforge. We'll see if our opponent has any sort of spot removal. All right, we're good to go. Let's go and plus up on Vraska. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to her, destroy that creature. And then anything else for 2. Now we're going to go and pass turn to our opponent. Now the good thing with Tendershoot Dryad is this is absolutely wonderful in this deck, is that it's going to get a token at the beginning of each upkeep. So we're in 1 versus 1 commander. That's going to give us 1 sapling token during our opponent's turn and then our turn. But if you're playing in a multiplayer setting, oh, we miss out on sapling burst. It's always a lot of fun to get that going. But unfortunately, playing against a Drowsy Monument on top. All right, that's something we have to watch out for. And then unfortunately, with Vraska, that's going to be sorcery speed, so we have to watch out for that one. Don't want to lose to that. We know it's on top of our library. But yeah, with Sapling Burst on here, it's actually a really fun card. It ends the battlefield fading 7, so you can remove a fade counter, create a sapling token. The main thing is, whenever Sapling Burst leaves the battlefield, destroy all tokens created with it. It's basically be 5 mana of 7 tokens, and then you can use something like Carrion Feeder to kind of start sacking through them. And you know, if you got Keen Sense on Slimefoot, that's going to be some really good card draw for that one, and a lot of fun. Oh, there's Slime. I was trying to figure out where Slimefoot was, but I kind of popped it up under our opponent's side. Let's go make this just a little bit smaller, and they'll see what they're going to roll out for the turn. Opponent's getting on Shaman. Ooh, man. It's going to knock us down to 11. I can't tell you, you play against black-green elves in Modern, and they just get so many elves on the battlefield. Next thing you know, they go for Shaman of the Pack. You're like, oh. It's just brutal. All right, an opponent does go for Crossing Grip on Phyrexian Arena, getting rid of that extra card drop. Now, like I said, we have Vraska, so we have to watch out for that Eldrazi Monument. It's going to give them flying. So at this point right now, we have nothing with reach. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might end up having to burn Vraska on Blackblade Reforged just to make sure that we can survive a big hit in the air. That's going to be 1, 2, 5. Nath is normally a 4/4, so that's going to be 9, 10, 11. Yeah, either way, we're in a little bit of a weird position. We do have Falconwrath Noble in the hand that does have flying, so with Falconwrath Noble having flying, we can at least stop that from happening. All right, we got the crew swinging in. Let's go and do it this way. Let's go for Tendershoot on Oracle. Let's go for Carrion Feeder can't block. Let's go ahead and go for, I guess, yeah, we'll take care. No, we don't need to do that. That's a bad block on that one. Let's go for, I don't know why I clicked on that one. Let's go for Sapling on Oracle. And then let's go and go for Tendershoot on the Elf Warrior. And then, we could chump block Tendershoot on Nath, but they're going to be able to take care of Vraska. And there's simply just no way we can protect it at this point right now. Actually, hold up. I guess technically we could have been online for Scatter the Seeds. Sorry about that, man. I got wrapped up in talking. That's a bummer. We can do it before we end up going to blockers. Well, that we'll get a few more tokens on the battlefield. Yeah, sorry, I just now saw that. And sometimes I get into the groove of giving some commentary. So let's go and go Sapling on Oracle, Tendershoot on Elf Warrior, then Nath is going to be able to chump block on Vraska. Yeah, we could have taken care of that, but even then, with Eldrazi Monument on top of the library and then cast that next turn, it's going to be a little clunky. But at least we will be able to take care of Nath off that Vraska trigger, and then we will still go for Scatter the Seeds, getting those tokens down. Yep, that's a little bit of a misplay on my part. I just completely forgot it was in the hand and just got into the groove of giving some commentary. That happens sometimes. I always feel bad about that. I do. I don't want you to think that I feel bad about a misplay like that, but that would have definitely been a better play, is to go for Scatter the Seeds, tapping a few more down, and then using the Tendershoot Dryad to kind of get that additional bonus. Let's go and add some green mana to our mana pool. We're looking at double green off that Twilight Mire, and we'll go and tap down those creatures. All right, it's going to be 1, 2. Tap out for 1. Tap out for 1, and then tap out for 1. There we go. 3 sapling tokens on the battlefield, and that would have helped us out just a little bit. At least kind of keep Vraska around on the battlefield for one more turn. But at least at this point right now, it's not lethal with them coming across, so I feel a little bit better about that. All right, drawn to Mind Stone. So at this point right now, Slimefoot is looking at 5 total mana. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and still go for Mind Stone. We swing in. We've got a pretty good chunk of damage swinging across. This is going to be 3, 6, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. We got 4 out there. We'll swing across with Carrion Feeder. And let's do this. Let's go ahead and push in with our sapling tokens. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's push in with our sapling tokens. And we'll leave off Tendershoot Dryad. We'll swing in with a bunch of 3/3s. We can get it for 12. Then we can get down Falconwrath Noble. And that way it'll make it just a little bit harder for our opponent to maybe kind of get some stuff moving. Even get that extra damage going. All right, swinging in for 12. No block from our opponent. 18. Let's go and go for Falcon Wrath Noble. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Tap out for one more. And then let's go and go for Mind Stone. That way we can start working towards that mana. All right, I like that. Let's get down Mind Stone. And at this point right now, let's go ahead and... I really like making sure Tendershoot's protected. We do need a sack outlet really bad. Yeah, we'll just go and pass the turn because we need this carrion feeder to stick on the battlefield. If something does happen to Falcon Wrath Noble, we could get down Slimefoot. So, and actually the way we could have sequenced that one is we could have gotten down Slimefoot, gotten down Falcon Wrath Noble and shifted the Lightning Greaves over onto there. But with Eldrazi Monument on top of our library and whatever our opponent's got in the hand, that's something that... we at least need some sort of flyer to stop that Eldrazi Monument. But at this point right now, they don't really have a ton of creatures going, so it's not exactly probably what they want to be going for. All right, let's get the commander pop back up. Now, we've got a really good sapling board state going. We're looking at Slimefoot next turn, and with Slimefoot dealing that damage and Falcon Wrath Noble, that's going to be 2 per saplings, and also a few extra once we sack our creatures out. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, simply in sapling tokens, and then we sack the rest of the creatures. That's going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we might be able to close it out. I think we will, swinging across. Especially if we just simply get down Slimefoot. Yeah, let's double check that real quick. I think we've got the game now that I think about it, especially with both of those on the battlefield and being able to create another sapling token. Let's go and get forest down. Let's go and go for sapling. And that's what makes this deck so fun, is that we're just sitting here kind of dirtling for a while, and then now we're going to be able to at least kind of swing in on this one. Let's go and shift the I'm going to shift the Lightning Greaves over onto that sapling token. I think I like that. Yeah, I'm just going to give it haste, and that's going to be 3 creatures. Yeah, we've got it once we start swinging with the whole crew. All right. And then nothing with reach, so we can swing with Falcon Wrath Noble. All right, swinging with Falcon Wrath Noble. We're going to send the whole crew in on this one. Oh, go saplings, go. And that's going to be at least 7, 21 in sapling coming across, because 7 times 3 is 21, and then 2 in the air with Falcon Wrath Noble. So we'll probably see Nath chump block on one of these creatures. Whatever that creature is, we'll sacrifice it to Carrion Feeder, and then start working our way down the Aristocrat's chain. And that's what makes Aristocrat so fun, is that even if our opponent does have some sort of spot removal, you can still get a lot of these activations going in response to something. All right, so if we're going to see Nath block on that one, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and sacrifice the sapling token. I guess either way, it's not really going to matter on that one. There'll be a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, that's okay. All right. It's going to get the same effect. All right. We got the Falcon Wrath Noble trigger on the stack. We deal that damage. And that's the fun thing about going for these chump blocks, is that with our opponent chump blocking, you get some extra Falcon Wrath triggers on that one too. So always yield to that one. Always yield to Slimefoot. This could be 2 damage up top. There we go. Lethal coming across. You can see how good Tendershoot Dryad is in a deck like this. You know, simply turning your 1/1 sapling tokens into 3/3s is really good. I've played a lot of sapling decks in my time, and Tendershoot Dryad is definitely where you want to be. So no matter what sort of build you fall into with Slimefoot, you definitely want to run Tendershoot Dryad in here. You can see, because it just really allows you to start churning out a lot of these saplings, and when you combine it with something like Falcon Wrath Noble and a sack outlet, put you in a spot where you can really help you kind of close the game out. Shout out to our opponent. Sorry they had to mulligan down to 4, but they got some pretty good stuff going with Oracle, and then Beast Within, and then also that Elvish Champion out there. But if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.